Let's let out the steam. Try and catch it so we don't destroy everything. It never rains, but it pours. Here we go, a second video in very little time. Sorry for the shake, still haven't got a better camera. Nobody suggested a better one. So, right to repair is something I got involved with, got alerted to when I first tried to fix my first Tesla. And since then I've seen people like Louis Rossmann do amazing work on it, and it become some kind of a conversation. I don't know how many people in the world talk about it, but I'm certainly much more aware of it in my bubble. To me, it seems like a huge part of living sustainably. You know, if we can fix things rather than throw them away, then that's cool. And go back and watch my Tesla videos. You'll see me moaning about the fact that Tesla don't want to help with that. Now here is about design for repair, I would say. So you see I've got the car with side lights on, and I think it's going to show up in the video. This is lit up along the top edge and this along the bottom edge also. Sadly, over here, only the bottom edge is lit up and the top edge is not. Here in New Zealand, we have an annual check on our cars for safety, and the lights have to be symmetrical. So that is going to fail what's called the WOF, the warrant of fitness. So I need to change that. Having looked at YouTube videos for inspiration, it seems that this is a completely non-serviceable item. So if I show you on this spare that I've got, oh, don't drop it because it's expensive. The screen is glued on, or the lens I should say, glued on all around here. Now apparently you can put this in an oven for something like 100 degrees C for about 5 minutes, and this will lift off nicely. But those guys who've tried it that I've seen on YouTube have then found that what's underneath isn't really serviceable. There's a couple of LEDs here that drive basically LEDs into these light tubes. Apparently, this is speculation second-hand. Well, all of this is second-hand, but this isn't my own. The LEDs actually get hot enough that they desolder themselves. So that might not even be a broken LED. It might just be that it's come off. But I have no way to get in there. And so all I can do is replace it with another. Now, I'm really lucky in that all the cars that I've dealt with were... Oh, English. If only I did editing. With all the crash cars I've dealt with, this is the only surviving headlight. And it happens to be the correct side. It's a slightly fancier one than is on these cars. And I won't go into the detail about why, but it's perfectly suitable for me. So I'm really lucky that I've got this. However, apparently these things are over $1,000 US from Tesla. So just think about that for a minute. Tesla is not generally too bad on spare parts prices, so that's not really gouging, I don't think. But like over 1,000 because essentially a light bulb has broken. You know? I'm going to sound like a proper old granddad here, but back in my day, you could buy a light bulb, and you could do it for like $20 or something. You know, it's ridiculous, is what it is. So, getting back to being sustainable, if there is genuinely $1,000 worth of gear in here, and it's getting thrown away for a couple of LEDs, that is horrendously unsustainable. So we've got this thing. It's pretty fucking huge, if you'll pardon my profanity. It's got a lot of stuff on it. It's got a big old driver down here, all kinds of things. But yeah, if you think of dollars being equivalent to embodied energy, there's over $1,000 worth of embodied energy in this. And we're throwing it away because of like a 2-cent, or let's be generous, a $2 LED. So that's designed for repair, as in that is not designed for repair. But even then, when you come to swap this light, hopefully Tesla have got a lot better at this, as Musk likes to shout about how going through production is hell and meh. Yeah, man. This is not designed for production. To get the light out, it has to come out forwards. So you've got to take the bumper off, the entire front bumper off to change one light. But also, well, actually, you've got to take this off because that bracket there needs to come forwards. The whole thing can't come up because of this here. So yeah, it's got to come forwards. So forwards means this off. To get this off means getting this whole bumper off. And even then on the left-hand side, to get this off, you need to get your radar detector off. On the right-hand side one, sorry spiders, see there's a bolt there, easy to get to, and there's a bolt there where they've actually put a notch in for you to get to it. Over here, that notch is blocked by this. And so then you need to get to that, and you need to get to that. And I think you can already tell what I'm about to tell you. To get to that, you have to come down here, which amusingly enough is blocked by the headlight, which can't come out until that's out. And even if you use a small tool, it's blocked by its cable. It's a pretty terrible design. Anyhow, much as I'm railing on this, as I always like to say, without Tesla, we would not be having this electric car revolution. And for all its failings, Slava Ukraine, for all its failings, it is so much better than that green brick of poo. So yeah, I do adore this car, despite its occasional frustrations. And I do appreciate what Tesla is doing, but as with everything, a little bit of constructive criticism, there's always room to improve. All right, I hope you enjoyed that possible rant, and I hope you learned something. I'm going to get on with making my car blink, not wink. Drum roll, please. Ta-da! While we've got all of this apart, let's see what is in the radiators to the side here. This always reminds me of Formula One when they're in the pits and someone dives in and drags out all the crap. Ho, ho, ho. There's quite a lot in there. Oh my god. No wonder this car gets hot when it's charging fast, possibly even supercharging. Oh my good god. Alright, that's all the crap out of one side. Anybody for soup? Oh, there you go. That took a lot longer than it needed to if there was a better design, i.e. a changeable bulb. However, we have removed 1 litre of rubbish from the air vents, and we've replaced the tech screws, roofing screws, the best way to keep your under tray properly attached to your bumper so that you don't scoop any air. Although along here it's still a bit wrong, that will be because it had some incidents. Anyway, that is a job well done. Should I wash the car? I don't think so. I think I should just drive it. Baboon over and out. Here we go. What's inside? Here is a sneak preview of a maybe sequel. So we took the cover off. We found plugs and a tantalizing glimpse of electronics inside. It doesn't really look as though you can get anything out of there. It just looks like you can be frustrated by how close it is to being serviceable while not actually being serviceable. But if upon further investigation we turn out to be wrong and it is serviceable, you can be sure to find out about it on the local headlines wherever you live. All right, that is all for now, folks. Goodbye. So the reaction finished 11 minutes ago. Let's let out the steam. Try and catch it so we don't destroy everything. Because of course you keep your toothpaste and your saw and your air conditioning control above your pressure cooker. Where else would it go? Apparently there was still a lot of pressure in here. Oh, it's opened. It's unlocked. Here we go. What's inside? Ah, not so drastic. Still bubbling away. Alright, I'll put this down and know that I have a cooker for another day.